What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lovely Rain, and welcome back to, or welcome to Rain's Room. I'm here with my wonderful family. We're gonna be doing some Q&As.
You already know.
Yep.
Bangers.
Yep.
Y'all tune in.
Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Before we even start this video, go ahead and do that right now. Turn on the post notifications.
Okay then, I
You get notified every time I upload a video, y'all. The drop. So I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves, and their Instagrams will be in the comment section, the description box under the video.
Alright, y'all already know what it is. Gang shit and lane shit. You rocking with FamousDeramous. So, man, y'all tune in. Let's have fun. And go subscribe to my channel on Lala and DP TV. So, most definitely. And that's that.
What is up, y'all? I am so excited to be here just to be a part of Rain's YouTube channel. It's a blessing. I am Kalle, the one and only Ikalle on Instagram. She will have my stuff in the description below, and also I'm a photographer and I just do a lot of stuff, so we're gonna have some really great conversations today.
Drum roll.
What is up, y'all? It's your girl Halle. Ihalle on Instagram. I'm 22 years old from Live Oak, Florida, 386.
Big 386.
I'm also a hairstylist. Y'all can go follow my Instagram. Rain will have it down below. I'm super excited to be here, and we just gonna be dropping some gems for y'all. As you can tell by the topics, we are going to be doing a Q&A for entrepreneurs, kind of like a motivational entrepreneurship, leadership. If you're thinking about or considering starting your own business, wondering how should I get into entrepreneurship, we're going to be answering those questions, telling you a lot of things that entrepreneurs don't tell you, and then also we're just going to be doing like some questions about life itself, trending topics that's going on in the world today. So tune in, and we're gonna get right into the video. So y'all, we are all young. We're part of that youth side of the generation. How do y'all feel about the generation in today's society, or how do y'all feel about generational curses? Like, do y'all feel like y'all breaking generational curses? Let me get some feedback on that.
Okay. I definitely feel like I'm breaking generational curses, whether it's something small, like as far as how I talk, my mentality, how I think, who I surround myself around. I think the importance of me doing that is to obviously break the curses.
Can you give us an example?
Of what?
Like, you breaking generational curses?
My mindset, like how I think and what I think about it, being 22 years old, it's bigger.
I agree. I feel like surviving the redefinement of myself, trying to step out of my comfort zone, because I know that a lot of times we're boxed up in a space where we just know the naturalness, and just stepping outside of my comfort zone right now is the most impactful thing I can do now to break those generational curses. That's my why. When people ask me what's my why, I always tell them break generational curses, because I want to leave stuff for not just my kids, but for my grandkids when they come into this world. Example of a generational curse that I'm about to get ready to break, and I feel like it's big, is me graduating college this semester. So that is my first generation curse that I will be putting on my wall. First generation. So I am so excited to just break that generation curse, not only for myself, but making sure my kids do the same thing.
Right.
Amen. I love it.
I just want to piggyback off what Kalle said. First, I want to give her flowers. That's hard. Like, that's real. Like, I'm so proud of both of them. Well, all three of y'all. Y'all are really stepping up, and y'all are breaking curses and stuff like that. Like, with little things that that we can see that y'all may think like, oh dang, it's so hard, but like we'll see it, be like, dang, I'm really proud of her. And sometimes we got people that be so proud of us, but we don't never hear it. We don't never hear it from them. So like, I do want to give y'all flowers while I can.
Thank you.
So thank you. So I feel like generation curses is something hard to really break. So if you do break that, like that's a humongous accomplishment. So like right now, like I would say getting out of my city, because we be in a, like in my city we so small, so like it seems like we're in this little fishbowl. So getting out your city and getting out your comfort zone and going to see different things in life, like I wouldn't say it's a curse, but I say like sometimes you got people in your city that never leave the city, that never leave the state, and if you can go outside the country and if you can do stuff like that, I feel like you like that's good right there.
Yes. My boy is traveling.
Seeing
the world.
Road runner.
Seeing the world.
For real, yeah. I do want to just piggyback off of what you said too. Do you feel like it's very important when we want to start working towards our goals to have a why or a reason why?
Yeah, I feel like you gotta have a reason why. If you don't have that reason why, then you don't have that push. You gotta have that push to making sure you know what's the reason why you're waking up every morning. What's the reason you getting out of that bed, trying to hustle and trying to have that mentality of hustle. So if you don't have that, then you're not doing it for a reason. You just basically going with life. And God wants us to make sure that we have that why, we have that reason, and then that's when we will have that push. You'll be able to just do more.
Yes. So my next question would be for y'all, what is the best piece of advice that you've ever gotten or ever received from somebody?
I would say the best advice that I received from someone probably was being yourself. The youth get caught up in seeing highlight reels on social media and just seeing like the lifestyle that other people live in and like compare their life to it. So like they'll try to be this person or be that person, and like they'll be getting depressed at the in certain moments in their life, and they'll like things start to play, like suicide start to come into play, like little different things. So I feel like if you just being yourself in your own lane and living life, all that highlight stuff that you see on social media will come to you eventually. But like it took people forever to get there. So like that highlight reel is just a highlight reel for social media. Once they post that, they're not doing that no more. Like they probably grinding again. They probably, you know, it's stuff going on for them to get to that highlight reel. So you gotta stay focused, be yourself, and do you, and then you can have your own highlight reel. You can post what you want to post. You can travel how you want to travel. You can meet people how you want to meet.
I love that.
I love that. I want to add on to that. The best piece of advice that I ever gotten was letting go of things that don't serve you. You know, like Deramous said, you gotta. That's not you. It's not your season. You gotta know who you are, love you. Letting go of what don't serve me. Like, does he serve me? Is he meeting up to, you know, what I'm looking for in a man? Or, you know, is this business gonna get me to where I need to go? Is this job gonna get me to where I need to go? Like, where I'm at, is it what's important right now? You know, so that's the best piece of advice I've ever received.
Yes, I agree with all of them. The best piece of advice that I received is go in there, can't tell been there nothing. And I'll repeat that for the people that didn't hear in the back. Go in there, cannot tell been there nothing. So if you're there already and you're talking to people that's already there, that has already been in that position, you can't tell them anything. They know what they know because they was there.
Yo, that went over my head for real. I'm like, what? But I understand that. That's so true.
You gotta be able to take that advice. You gotta be able to listen. Lock your ears in
and
just listen.
You dropping jewels. You dropping jewels.
You have to listen.
You have to listen.
If y'all didn't just understand what she said, I might even tap it and replay like for real. Yeah, you stop. I ain't gonna count.
Yeah, you gotta be able to listen. Lock in, y'all. A lot of times we try to make it like, oh, I already know what I got going on. I already know how to do this. I already know how to move over here. No, we don't know everything. Y'all take people advice and just listen. Sit down and listen. Ask those questions that need to be asked, because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to get to that next level in your life.
And don't be scared to ask people or whatever, because some people like don't even care like to drop those jewels. Like the game is meant to be brought and not taught, but some people will just give you the game like for free. Like you feel me? Even though you paying attention, you still paying for it. You feel me? So like you getting rid of your time to pay attention to that. So like, you feel me? Don't be scared to ask somebody. Don't be scared to reach out and be like, hey, bro, how you started this? Can you help me? This and that. And once you get those jewels, like either pass them on or use them.
Exactly.
Don't let it go over your head.
Exactly.
Yeah. I would say the best piece of advice that I received was to live by me, meaning live how I want to live my life, because at the end of the day, you only get one life to live. And a lot of us, we're so easily influenced with the social media platforms and, you know, society expectations and regulations, where we fall short and we forget, you know, who we are and what our goals is. You know, we all are wonderfully, fearfully, uniquely made. So I think it's very important to live your life how you want to live your life. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone to do what you want to do. I mean, take that risk. Are you going to always get it right every time? No. But you just got to live how you want to live. If you want to go somewhere, go somewhere. Just take that leap of faith and just do it. I would say that was the best piece of advice.
Amen.
So, how important is it to y'all to have that piece of faith that you was explaining about? Like, how important is that to you? How much important? Like,
I feel like faith is very important. You gotta have faith. Whatever, you have to trust in yourself. You have to be your #1 fan. You have to believe that God, He can do anything. You know, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. With God, anything is possible. So having faith is very vital in everything that you want to do or accomplish in this life.
Yes. I just want to point out that if you believe, it leads to obedience. And if you have obedience, it leads to faith. And then when you have faith, it leads to confidence. And confidence leads to victory. And I feel like victory is our end goal. So you got to have that piece of faith. And I'm glad you asked that question, because a lot of times we don't believe in ourselves and we don't have that hope. But my first step that when I had to have my business, when I had to step out and break generational curses, I had to have confidence. I had to have that belief. So just having that faith makes stuff much more easier to get to that victory part that you want to be in your life.
Period. Absolutely.
Let it go what don't serve me. Like, I think that's very important for everybody to do in their life. Like, if something is so toxic or it's so draining, it's going to do nothing but bring you down. And you will never be able to have faith with that.
okay, y'all. So we got 2 more people added to the podcast, to the Q&A. So the question was how important faith is to y'all, like to your everyday life, like how important that is to you.
I mean, I literally live by faith. Like, I don't have no fear. Only thing I fear is God. I feel like the only way to live like that is to have faith. You know? I feel like God definitely gonna guide me through everything.
What's up?
So,
I gotta say, like, fear. Like Moses said, I think everything that I do is like really faith based.
Yeah.
But I do believe that if you have faith, I think I hear a lot of people say, you know, that they can, you know, they believe and you know, God will work. But I also think that you have to work like it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But pray pray like it's up to God. And I think like faith is the main thing of prayer, belief, and then actually putting in the work. Like you have to actually go through sacrifices and have a discernment for certain choices. So that's how important it is for me. Just, you know, you got to work the plan. Work the work.
So as entrepreneurs and as business owners and vloggers, you know, coming up content makers, how do y'all feel about just being positive and making sure y'all work stay positive? Because I know sometimes it's hard to get caught up in the environment and letting the environment influence you. So how do y'all feel about just making sure y'all stay positive with everything?
I'm just a happy person, a positive person. I've always been. So I just apply that to everything I do. It's crazy. The police officers, they like, oh, hey, look, Halle, your sisters. I'm like, yeah, y'all just so, y'all so humble. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm just happy. Like, I just feel it in me. So I just apply that to everything. Like, ain't nobody really finna do nothing to make me mad.
Okay, so I would say staying positive is like basically having that faith, having control of your emotions, and like having that why, that faith in that why, and having the control of your emotions. I feel like all of them go together, because if you got that why, you got that push, then you got faith that your why gonna go, so you pushing, and then having control of your emotions. Just because something ain't going this way or going that way, that don't mean you have a temper tantrum, that don't mean you freak out and stuff like that. Things are not gonna go our way. You feel me? We're human beings, we're not perfect. So like, if you got all those things, then you good. You can weather through any storm.
I think like, you know, because I'll speak from a personal experience, it's just having like the right people around you. I think like your environment is very, very important. If you can't get yourself in the right environment, then you need to make it a a mission to get in some of the right environments, whether it's an event, whether it's going to a place in your city where you could just get around somebody who you can see more. Like your environment may be drugs, maybe crime, but I think like for me, I just got in the right environment. So when you get in the right environment, which means people, things that you see, I think that's how you can really defeat all the negative things as an entrepreneur and really just push past it.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like what everybody's saying, like you really gotta, know your why. And like Kirk was saying, who you surround yourself around, that really plays a big part in your life. Like, does it serve you? Back to what I said, does it serve you? Is it serving you? So what I do is stay positive, understand what I'm doing, and just putting myself out there, like being uncomfortable and just having that confidence within.
I'm definitely going to tap off of what she said, breaking out of my comfort zone. For so long, like I always wanted to speak. Like I feel like one of my goals or my purposes in this life is just to speak. So with content creation, I feel like being positive is very vital. One thing that I kind of suffered with or had a challenge was everybody's a YouTuber, or everybody's doing this, or everybody's doing that. So how am I going to break out? And I think the most important thing for me to remember with my content creation is like, yes, everybody is doing this, but this is your own unique platform. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else or what they're doing. And then also just trusting the process as well. Like just having faith, having your why, trusting that everything is going to work out just fine. But it's up to you. Somebody said this the other day and it stuck with me. You can't have what you won't create. If you won't put in the effort into create anything, of course you can't have it. You have to trust that process, and it comes with hard work, dedication, and of course positivity.
Like the best way to get out of that state of like wanting to feel preserved and all that is like like have some humility for real. Like not being afraid of what people think. You know what I'm saying? Even if it do humiliate you, make you feel some type of way, like embrace it because that's who you is. You know what I'm saying? Like love it.
Right. I will always say like the world may be so cruel. Like you gotta be able to influence the environment and don't let the environment influence you. And then what Lex was saying, like she be so preserved and like not outspoken. You gotta realize once you get to that big stage in life, you gotta know how to watch the small things. So you're never gonna be ready for the big things if you can already handle the small things.
Right.
So you gotta make sure that you're using those small things and using it as a vessel instead of using it as harsh to yourself. And make sure that you know at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep being humble, but I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. Like you gonna see me putting in work, and time gonna tell. That's what in the back of my mind I always remember, like to make sure I stay positive. Yeah. Time will tell.
I appreciate life. I think the best way to show God like you really appreciate life is just to embrace it, shine. For real.
So what do y'all feel like y'all assignment is? I know each one of y'all got individual passions and purposes. What do y'all feel like y'all assignment is, and why do y'all feel like y'all are here?
I really feel like I'm here to enlighten others on how to just live a peaceful life and how to live with God, for real. Spread my herbs, spread my love, and just to keep being like a walking example.
I feel like my assignment is to bring peace to people and just be here for them. Like I'm really a shining light, and I feel like when I come around others, they feel that, and it either brighten their day or it take them from me shining that light on them to like a different place. My assignment here is to do just that, and I want to keep doing just that.
I think my true assignment is helping people or inspiring people through the serenity of sound, like music. So I think that's my true passion, or that's my true assignment, inspire people through sound.
Oh, okay, so are you an artist?
Yeah, I sing, I do music.
Aspiring artist.
Yeah, aspiring artist, yeah. Aspiring.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. Like I can go like several different ways and say that, but I'm not really sure, because like when people see me, they say like I bring joy, I bring happy energy, positive, but sometimes I be like, in my own thoughts, I be negative, I be feeling like I be on some whole other junk, but other people see me and then like I can make them glow. So I either can make you glow, or like I get around you and my glowness will disturb your demons and you won't like me, but you won't even know that what's the reason you don't like me? You just don't like me. So like, I really don't know what serves my purpose. I don't know. I feel like I can bring good energy. Yeah, I'm still finding that within me. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's good that you know when you find it within you, then somebody say like, oh, I just don't know. I don't care. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
Bro, me knowing you, bro, I feel like you really touched the youth a lot.
Yes.
Definitely legit on the Big East Street and shit.
He said,
I don't want to go you for real.
Yeah, he got it.
What's up?
Get up on live on hope.
Y'all can see that and say that, but I'm just like, bro, I'm just like y'all, family. I'm just like them. Yeah. But y'all can see that and be like, dang, he really can do this and that. But it's hard for me to see it, then it's easier for you to see it. You feel me? So like, that's how I be.
I feel like we don't acknowledge ourselves.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to take the time and really sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm that. Like, I feel like we don't really, I speak for myself. I don't know what y'all do, but I feel like I don't really do that, enough.
Me either. I don't really do that enough. Like, I feel like if I did do that, I feel like people would like be like, oh, he think he the this that, like, you feel me? But like, I'm more humble by not showing like what I can do. So I feel like I can still be doing this without actually showing it, but still doing it. Like, there's plenty of people like I will never speak on. I done gave money, clothes, and stuff like that too. Like, people don't know. You feel me? Yeah. You can just do that little stuff. Like, it be the little simplest stuff. Like, you don't care about this t-shirt that you don't have for the longest. Somebody else might be like, oh, bro, I've been wanting that shirt. That shirt hard. Like, it lose value to you, but like to other people that it may be a mansion. You feel me? So you gotta know that.
Yeah, they do.
I just want to say, just knowing where we come from, like a little old town. I feel like what we're doing is so amazing, especially for the youth, the people that look up to us. Like you said, we do not acknowledge ourselves or give ourselves enough credit. But like you were saying, the stuff that I do, it just be like, I'm just doing it because, I gotta get this done. Like, that's what I want to do. But people from the outside looking in, they be like, dang, like, if she can do that, I know I can really step out of my comfort zone and do something too. And I love that. Y'all know how it was when we was growing up. All we know was sports, go to college, and get a good job. Like, it wasn't no entrepreneurships, content creations, anything like that. Like, it wasn't that. And it's still kind of not. Like, it's so limited. Everybody used to the same stuff, but they used to the same stuff.
Most definitely.
So I found, like, what we're doing is so amazing. And I hope and pray all of y'all, like, keep the courage, keep going. Don't lose faith. Don't lose sight of what's real. And always just follow y'all dreams, Keep going.
And keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming.
I feel like for me, my assignment on this earth is a lot of things. I feel like God has gifted me to do a lot of things. But one thing that I do love, and I feel like I'm gonna stick up and stand up to, is just being a motivation to somebody. Using my words wisely, continue to be that vessel that God needs him to be. Because that's why I feel like I'm put here on this earth, to make sure I use my voice and use it proudly.
Do y'all feel like social media is a blessing or a curse? So like, could you use this platform to better yourself, or are you using this platform to destroy the youth that or like what, like how
disturb yourself?
Yeah, like what is this social media platform for? Like, how do you feel about it?
I think that social media is great. I want to say like not for like the money benefits, but I think that you just network. Like, it's a great platform if you use it the right way to network. I can create many opportunities. It created so many opportunities for me, not just Instagram, but things like Clubhouse, Twitter, Snapchat. Like, if you use those things in the right way, you can really make a brand, and you can be very omnipresent on those platforms. To where back in the day you had to get, I'm speaking on a business level. Back in the day you had to be in the yellow pages. People had to actually read, but now if you use it in the right way, people will be forced to see what you do and say, I want to be a part of what they're doing, and they're able to see it on a bigger level, rather than back in the day where you had to put ads in newspapers and yellow pages and phone books and just regular websites, and it was really word of mouth. So I think you can use it in a great way. That's my opinion.
I feel like social media is both. It comes with both. A lot of times we get on social media and we just see a whole bunch of fake. And like Deramous was saying earlier, we have a whole bunch of highlight reels that we just look at, and we just see like little clips of people's lives, and we think that's how they're actually living when it's actually not. So I try to be as what can I do to make sure that I'm being positive, make sure that I'm being, you know, real, and make sure that I'm putting out positive in the world. I do dailies every day. I do positivity every day, making sure that I'm blessing them by saying something that can put their head in the right mindset. So I just feel like social media to me is, I use it for the right reasons and not the wrong.
You put a godly frequency on your page. I do the same thing. Like whenever I post, I try to make sure my post is positive. A lot of times when I see other people post, I'm like, dang, why am I even following you? And you just posting all this negative stuff. And like, I don't even like negative stuff. I don't care to see this. Like, it's irrelevant. So like, I'll follow somebody quick. But like for me, when I post, I try to keep my posts positive. Like anything, like, you know, it's about more blessing, more peace, and more love. Even though that's not even like, sometimes I may be messed up, you know. But when I come on there, I want people to see me as, you know what I'm saying, someone that's positive.
I just follow, you know, what's gonna serve me.
Yeah.
If it ain't serving me, I'm not following it.
I'm the same way.
I'll have to disagree because there's some things that I follow that I may think that I may not need now, but I may need in the future. There may be a specific thing, like I'm gonna say this, like it's a stage production company. I see myself in 15 years as like a musician where I want to be able to own those stages. Like y'all know those stages where they have like musicians where they perform on. Those stages are $1 million stages. So I know that right now I need to build the relationships with people like such as the tech people and the coders. So when I do come to that time, I have more power because I have connections and understanding. So some of the things is not really about, it may not even serve me now, but I understand if I plant that seed in the spring, then I'll have to essentially beg in the fall. You know what I'm saying? So.
But I feel like that's still a blessing still, because you're still getting a positive outcome out of that. I think it's more so for us, like, we're easily influenced, so we belittle ourselves because what we see on social media, we're comparing our lives to other people, or we'll like, it's just like watching the news or watching stuff that's draining or listening to certain music that's gonna bring you down, type of thing, where it becomes a problem or it becomes like a curse. Like,
but do you think that's a social media thing, or do you think that's a person?
It's definitely a person thing because it's your mindset.
But you can be triggered.
But you can't be triggered as well.
As a person, so
it's just how you using it. And like y'all was saying, like, when it comes to that point, change up your news feed, change what you're watching, change who you're following, what you posting, all of that stuff.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're being real with yourself when you post. And like every single thing, it gotta be who you are and not who somebody wants you to be. So like when I post, I make sure it's me. Like, make sure I use my own words in my captions. I'm not gonna be saying, oh, I can let this know. You know, in the caption, you know how people try to make the caption look cute, making the caption look like I'm a city girl. No, I'm not gonna be on there. I'm not a city girl.
That's not who you are.
That's not who I am.
Or who you want to be.
Exactly.
Because like a lot of times on Instagram, like, you know, we may be at like places, but I always post who I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Even not all the way there, like, you know, sometimes I will, but like my projection is like what I want to be, who I want to present myself as.
Yeah, perception.
I don't understand why somebody want to present themselves as a city girl or
ghetto,
you know what I'm saying, city stuff.
Right.
But that's how some people want to be. Like, you know, some people, who they like to be is fun to them. So like, I don't judge nobody.
Yeah, you can live your life, I'm gonna live mine. Right. Hopefully it works out for you.
I like to present myself as a guy, like on the godly, like people see me like, dang, like, man, that man really stand on what he is.
Sometimes I have to get off social media. Sometimes I will just be posting. I will be just posting myself, and I'm not really feeling how I look in that picture. You know, I could be looking real good, and I'm not really feeling good. I just want to keep it real. You know, if it takes me,
uncut.
Yeah, if it takes me to just take a break and take a break for a good week, I'm gonna take a break, and I'll be better next week.
Yeah, social media detox is very important. Social media detox, just like separating yourself from the others, like separating yourself from everything. Like that's very important. So I feel like social media can be a blessing, but you can curse yourself. Like you can curse yourself on that blessing. Right? Sometimes God will give us a blessing, like to use certain things, and then we'll curse ourselves if we don't use it in the right way. Yeah. So like we could be doing certain things, and like soon you start promoting it or doing this the wrong way and not in the right way, it'll be took, or like it'll be a curse. We take advantage of just driving cars. We think like we're supposed to have this car taking advantage. Like your life can be took in a matter of seconds if you do not follow those rules. So the car is a blessing, but you can just be in your car turned up with your friend drinking and driving, and it'll be a curse, and you could be killing everybody in there. You'll be fighting every day like, dang, bro, my dogs, just died because you played. You feel me? So everything can be a blessing, but you can curse yourself. You feel me?
Exactly. So how as business owners and as content makers and school, going to school, how do y'all manage balancing relationships and then balancing business?
You don't. I was like that, and just from like my personal experience and like just having mentors, you never like really mix business with pleasure or with personal. It always has to be like a separation. And the thing is because my personality in business might not be how I act in personal, right? And so those two might coincide. So when it's work is work, when it's work is work, when it's fun. But everybody's not mature, especially every woman is not mature to really understand or comprehend that. So I'm not saying it can't work, but it's very few women out there that can make it work. I'm saying that
even just women, men too.
Yeah, men too. Yeah, even men.
No, for real.
Really, on business, you want to focus on profiting. Profiting on your business, and with friendships and relationships, like it's what you love. You know what I'm saying? Like it's lustful and just fun.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really worried about profiting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not really reciprocal for real. But with business, you got to make sure you're making some money.
Like put it in perspective. Like today, if somebody had a pool party, right, and you and your girl, or if I had a girl, she would probably most people be like, I want to go to the pool party and have fun. But my mindset is more of, all right, man, how can I make money from this pool party? So I just think I think it's just really what you're willing to do, and also communication with that person. Like you got to definitely, that person got to definitely understand what you.
I feel like all relationships are reciprocal too.
Yeah.
All relationships, like if I'm pouring into you, I want to feel some pouring into me too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can love someone because all these different reasons, but like if it's not giving you no value, then it's gonna end up being dry. Like dang, like why am I even in this? Our relationship should be reciprocal. For us.
So I feel like my personal experience off of, making sure I make sure that my business is growing and my relationship is growing at the same time. I make sure that I don't misjudge scars between both of us. Like, everybody go through something. Everybody has that appetite, the appetite to feed. Like I want to feed my appetite in my business, and I also want to feed my appetite in my relationship. But I make sure that I'm utilizing my time for both. I'm making sure that I'm putting time for both. I'm making sure that I'm managing time for both. And then just making sure like I'm just leveling up in all different aspects of life when I do grow. I just like to increase in every aspect of life. It don't matter what it is. I feel like I do a good job at balancing.
You do. Like you're very inspiring, especially when it comes to accomplishing my goals. Like, girl, you don't know how much you inspire me. Like watching you work, watching your platform, watching what you do, it really just shows me anything is possible for real. It just starts with you, your why, faith in God, and just put into action. There's execution for real. Like if you want something, do it. You showed me that, and like that helped me with this content creation, like going out there and just doing it.
Give it up for Rain Content Creation. But all of y'all, genuinely, like all of y'all have inspired me in so many different ways. Like I look up to every single one of y'all. Like Nike said, just do it.
One other thing though, for Rain, I think Rain has taught me like how to be patient and calm. I think it's like men, most men, like I'm always just like running, but she like, Kirk, have fun or just chill. I think it's always good to sometimes have a person in your life to have that. So I may just be like work, but you kind of need somebody that's gonna remind you, live life, just chill, just sit down somewhere for a minute.
Sit on down.
Haley loves saying it. You gotta sit down.
I ain't gonna lie. If you're in a relationship with a partner and your partner understand what this business could bring, it should be automatic already. So I feel like if you got somebody, like it's basically like change your environment. Like if I'm with Kirk and Kirk does camera. He does everything with camera, and I don't do nothing with camera. Like I don't. That's not my style. Why am I with Kirk? So like I feel like your partner should be either on the same type of time with you to help you elevate that business, or just behind you to support you a little bit. But like Moses said, if it's not adding to you, then it's subtracting from you. So like that should, like your partner should already understand your business, like what's going on. Like you knew what time it was before you signed up.
Yeah.
So like how are we gonna survive without? You feel me?
Exactly.
So like I feel like your partner should be on the same type of timing with you. And if they not on the same type of timing with you, I feel like they should understand what you go like what you trying to do, like what you trying to succeed at, and like where you trying to go with your business.
Okay, y'all. So before we close out the video, I want everybody to just drop their business, what they do.
Man, it's Moses. I got the best team house in Florida. Top 10 would be more blessings. 4L. Yes, sir.
I'm Halle. I'm a hairstylist, and I also sell teeth whitening. So y'all get it.
I am Kaylee, and I am Ivisionexperience, and I'm a photographer.
I am Rain, and you already know who I am. Let me stop. I don't want to be talking, but yes, I am the owner of Brains Room Content Creations.
I'm a bag chasing youngster. I'm DP3, FamousDeramous, all that same thing. So look, I'm just an entrepreneur. Clothing, music. I like music. I kind of branch off to anything. I'm willing to branch off with anything, but my main thing is just like clothing. I would say clothing.
Hey guys, my name is Kirk. Funny. My name is Kirk. I'm a serial entrepreneur. You can follow me at kirksingz, KIRKSINGZ on Instagram.
Let me wrap up today because I do want Rain to end this, but y'all, the people that's trying to step up and create that next level of your life, just know God calls ordinary people to do extraordinary things. So you are ordinary, so make sure you step up and be that next leader and break that generation curse that you got going on.
Yeah. If it's not serving you, it's bringing you down.
Oh, stop.
And you know I gotta end it with God. If God ain't in it, I ain't with it. So Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Yeah.